What's going on, everybody? It's Dot Bets. We're checking back in. We got our Week 11 NFL live stream coming at you guys here on a beautiful Sunday morning. Optimism is always so high. We're ready to get after it. My voice is still recovering. I have the cough, so I apologize if I sound nasally or whatnot, but bear with me for the next 30 minutes or so. We will, if I have to cough, I will try to get out of the microphone and whatnot. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Another slate of games slated for today. And if this is your first time tuning in, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button on YouTube and the thumbs up as well. If you're on X or if you're on Twitch, repost it, leave a comment. Love to hear from you guys throughout the show. I'll answer any questions you have. Player props, start sits for fantasy. We got the playoffs coming up. Survivor, for someone still on Survivor. DFS as well. So, as always, this stream is brought to you guys powered by Occupy Fantasy, the best lineup optimizer projections in the game, regardless of sport. You got NHL fired up, NBA in the full go. You have NFL, obviously, in the thick of it. And then UFC last night. I think they had a bunch of success last night for UFC. But they also just hit 10K subscribers on YouTube. So make sure you guys go sub to their channel. Great accomplishment. I've been rocking with Occupy basically since they had like less than 1,000. So it's cool to see their growth and be a part of it at the same time. So shout out to those guys, Brian and everybody over there at Occupy. All right. Week 11, we got, I don't know, was it 11 game slate today? 11 games. And you have the Commanders-Eagles game. That was Thursday. That set the tone off for the week. You had Hurts, you had Daniels, and now we have some marquee matchups today. Ravens, Steelers. You got the Bills, Chiefs as well. You know, Packers, Bears is always a good one. And then you got the Seahawks, 49ers as well. So loaded slate today. So let's dive in. And then if this is your first time, we are going to go a spread. And I usually do a total, but there wasn't a total on the board that like screamed at me that it was too high or too low. Kind of kept it. So I trashed that play, and I'm going to give you guys a quarterback rush yard builder. So we'll go that route. And then we will stay cashing these 7-point teasers. So I got another one of those. I think we've cashed those in like 3 straight weeks. And then 3 player props, with the end of the show being the pick to click touchdown person of the day. And as always, make sure you guys can join the Discord as well for all of my anytime touchdown parlays with the touchdown anytime touchdowns. There'll probably be 4 today. There are a lot of opportunities out there today for those. So make sure you guys join up if you haven't. All right, let's get after it before I have a coughing attack here. I think there's a lot of good angles on some of these games. So if you wanted to do some type of a money line parlay, go right ahead. But I think my favorite angle of the week is this Browns Saints game. Excuse me. Browns Saints, and take the Browns money line. You're telling me Jameis Winston back in the Superdome isn't going to be fired up? Are you kidding me? Also, we get such a great letdown spot for the Saints because last week it was prototypical. You fire your coach, you're all pumped up, and you go out and beat the Falcons, right? Heavy divisional matchup. Now you're at home, kind of the adrenaline's worn off. The honeymoon phase is gone. Yeah, everyone's pumped up about that Dennis Allen, and then they realize, hey, you're still playing for the New Orleans Saints here. But if you look into it a little bit further, it was a pretty lucky game for the Saints last week. 2 bomb touchdowns to MVS. is not a good strategy for a team to be successful in this NFL. In the NFL, Browns come off a bye. Jameis revenge game. You got Chubb getting healthier week by week. The defense, I think, is incredibly, way better than the Saints. Obviously, they just traded Lattimore, multiple injuries on their back end, which will have another player prop down the road at the end of the show here. But give me all the Browns. The Browns were not favored at the beginning of the week. I think they started at +1, +1.5. Now they're favored because I think the market is that, hey, the Saints team got pretty lucky last week, and all for going with the Browns here. So I'm taking the money line. You can take the points for less juice. It's -1.5 across the board, but we're going to go Browns money line -120. Give me all that. Give me Jameis back in the Superdome. Motivational speech. I'm ready to go. All right, and as I teased, and we're going to take away a total play. I didn't like any. I will show you guys this feature here from Occupy Fantasy on their website. Go up to the betting tab, go to live odds. You have all these different odds, money line, spreads, over unders. So if we go to the money line tab, we got the Browns at -120 over there on FanDuel. All right, so we got rid of the total play this week. Did not like one. If I had to choose one, I don't know why, but I was thinking the Steelers Ravens under, just because I was thinking maybe more physical game. But both of those defenses have given up points lately, so I just went away from it. I couldn't decide, but that was the one that basically was on the cusp of making the show. All right, so we're going to go with two running quarterbacks. That's one I was on last week of the show is my gut play of the week, and he just ended up short. I think he ended up at 29. I think he needed like 35 or 36. But we're going back to the well there, and then it's the guy who just got plugged into the starting role again for the Colts, and we're going to go Drake May, yards, Richardson, yards. Parlay those together on FanDuel -109. It comes out at, I think this slaps. There's no way that doesn't hit. Obviously, injuries and whatnot. Richardson's going to run wild today. If you wanted to take an alternate line of like 50 plus, I'm totally fine with that. He's going to absolutely ball out. He's got something to prove, and I'm all for AR going off today. So if you want to go with this additional alternate rush yards, I'm fine with that. And then Drake May, I think him and Lamar Jackson have the highest run rate out of quarterbacks that play so far this season. And what was it? Last week he had 24. But he's had 38, 18, 46, 95, and 24. So even last week he had more rush attempts than he had 4 rush attempts. He just didn't get that long one that I needed. So we're going to go this week. I've seen a bunch of people take, 27 up to 33 now. That's the line. I think 25 is fine. You saw Kyler Murray absolutely run over this Rams defense. But this Rams defense has actually gotten a ton better since then at pressuring. And if you pressure Drake May, he's just going to run. So 25 plus yards here for both of these quarterbacks, I think is a safe play, a little bit of a builder here. So -109 over on FanDuel. Take these two quarterbacks. Should get there today. And love to hear from you guys in the comments if you guys are here. Love to hear your guys' thoughts, what player props you guys have. I know people ask me in the Discord all the time. So if you guys catch me live, might as well. All right, to the teaser. So we got, like I said, I got this week. They did I would say they did a better job this week than they have in past weeks of kind of limiting those Wong teasers. But I still think that we're gonna be able to get this one here. You got, let me just show you guys the 7-point teaser here. We're gonna go Titans. Titans are I've seen some love for them as a straight up dog here. at home against the abysmal Sam Darnold that has become. My only worry is Will Levis against this pressure of the Titans or of the Vikings defense. If he can somehow handle it, they can get the run game going. Ridley's been an absolute beast these last 2 weeks. I think this game is closer than the 6 points. However, let's tease it up. Let's be safe. So Titans plus 13.5 or 13. Sorry, just don't get beat by 2 touchdowns, please. And then we're going to tease the Dolphins down. They're 7.5 at home against the Lonely Raiders. They're coming off of a bye. You got to think that the Dolphins coming off of that high of a win there for against the Rams Monday night. I think they'll establish the run a little bit better with Devon Achane. I almost put him in the safe builder parlay that I gave out to the Discord, but he was on my kind of a ban list from screwing up our same game parlay last week, so couldn't do that to the Discord twice. But overall, I think this Dolphins team obviously wins this game, teasing it down. As you know, Raiders coming off a bye, you just never know what they got up their sleeves. So go ahead, tease the Dolphins down, and then we're going to take away the only double-digit spread that we have all week, move it down to a single digit. So you're at 14. I think I've seen 13.5 for the Lions. You could tease that down to 6.5 or 7 here, as I think. The Jaguars are abysmal. You got Mac Jones, the quarterback. The Lions should absolutely roll. So let's just tease it down to win by a touchdown, win by double digits still. But yeah, I think the Lions for sure here at home. And if you're playing them, play them heavily in your fantasy lineups, defense, play them all. Cushy Jones, what's up, man? Dot, appreciate the info and insight. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. Each and every week, same time, same place, 10 a.m. All right, so there's the 7-point teaser there. Lock that one in. I like that one a lot. We've hit that for the last 3 straight weeks with these teasers. We got off to a rocky start because the NFL was just wild the first couple weeks, absolutely wild. But it's finally come into form, a little bit more data, so we should be good. Excuse me. Woo. Let me get a drink. This cough is no joke, man. Cough is no joke. Man. All right. Hopefully that's the last of it. All right. So we got, excuse me, man. All right. Let's go to the player props real quick before I choke on my spit. All right. Let's get, oh, man. Sorry. We are going to go to that Chiefs-Bills game. Josh Allen. I know this is juicy. I know it's got a lot of juice to it, but you're going to go here on over 7.5. And we're going to go to the OccuProp Radar, my free tool to use on the internet. Go to OccupyFantasy.com, go to OccuProp Radar. Excuse me. And just type in your player's name, Josh Allen. Up. It should pop up. And it's all of their available player props. Each sportsbook, incredible feature here. And let's go to total passing attempts, total rushing attempts here. So you got this juiced up. And it's minus 130 now on DraftKings. So go ahead and take that over on DraftKings. But if you've seen the Chiefs and the Bills play, this is like Josh Allen's Super Bowl. He absolutely lives for this game every single season. And his head-to-head matchups, he's gotten 11, 11, 12, 10, and 12 against the Chiefs. So upon himself, absolutely wants to get after. He's touchdowns against Chiefs team as well. If you want to take him, I think he's like plus 140, plus 130. Do not mind that whatsoever. But I'm going to take him for his rush attempts here. And also, hey, maybe they win. We also get some kneel down at the end of the game as well. Those always count. Never, ever know. So, yeah, we got Josh Allen over 7.5 rush attempts, minus 140. You can take minus 130 now on DraftKings. A little bit juiced up, but I'm all for it. Justin, COVID, yeah. No, the little one's got croup. It's not fun. Not fun. And I don't even know if I have it. It's just I've had an endless cough for like 2 weeks now, and it's crazy. I don't like it. All right. So we got Josh Allen over 7.5 rush attempts, minus 140. Let's get to the second prop of the week. And this one I just gave out in the Discord, and I want to give it out to you guys for showing up to the stream. Oh, man. But we're going to go TJ Hawkins, half receiving yards. He has been an absolute beast since he came back. The first game he was kind of eased back in. Then they said, "All right, let's just play it. Let's just go." And they played, I think, the Jaguars last week. 8 catches for 72 yards. Now they go up against the Titans defense, who have given up a tight end over 50 plus in 3 of the last 4 games. Last game, like, they let Will Dissly get 30 yards. They had Hunter Henry 56, Laporta 48, Kincaid 52. And it just screams Hawkinson 50 plus here. If you want to go the safer bet, you could go receptions. It's like 3.5 or 4.5, pretty heavily juiced. But he had 8 catches last week. So it's more of a no-brainer play here. I think maybe it's low-hanging fruit, but with these, just the way that this Titans defense can shut down opposing wide receivers. And if you're going to tell me the blank is Hawkinson, I'm all for it. My only worry is Oliver, the other tight end, who's got some heavy usage. But I think you're going to see Hawk overtake a lot of his usage more and more throughout the year as he just comes back from that knee injury. And it's always scares me to take Hawkinson because every play he gets hit like below the knee, like he's out for the year. I don't know why. Every single game there's just one tackle where I'm like, because he's like 7 feet tall, everyone goes for his knee still. So, but yeah, Hawkinson, great angle here. Great defense to go and target against this for the Tennessee Titans here for TJ against Titans here, 41.5 receiving yards. All righty, so we got Allen, we got Hawkinson, excuse me, and then we're gonna go back to that Browns game that I was just teasing about earlier in the show, and we're gonna go with his main man. We're gonna go with Jameis's main man, Cedric Tillman, over 57.5 receiving yards. And we got some comments. Oh no, we have a streaming NFL. I don't know what the heck this is. Someone's botting us. I don't know what that is. Don't click. All right, but we're going to go Tillman over 57.5 receiving yards, minus 125. I think this is ticked up from 55 earlier in the week. But you have someone who's gotten 12, 9, and 11 targets ever since Winston's basically came in. And this has been his wide receiver one. And like I said before, you're going up against a Lattimore-less defense against the Saints, who have given up plenty in the air. Let's just take a look. Last week, Mooney and London 90 plus. You had Palmer, McConkey. McConkey went 111, Palmer 72, and then Godwin 125, Juju 130. I mean, this is a game you target right here. And if you want to stack this game in DFS, all for it. Go Winston, Tillman, and Njoku. You can bring it back with Kamara if you want to. But I think this is a good game environment to stack. Excuse me. But yeah, you got Tillman here. you're going to see double-digit targets, 57 yards. I mean, I don't even know if the market, I don't know why it's not 60 plus yet. It doesn't make any sense. It's ticked up from 55 to 57 and a half. Totally fine with taking it there. So give me some Cedric Tillman for sure. Justice said I clicked and now have a virus. Yeah, I have some type of virus already in me. So, but yeah, I don't know what the heck that was. All game streaming on. Don't click that. All right, and we got our pick to click touchdown. And I would have went Chubb for that game, but I'm going to go this route instead. I think you've seen him throughout the industry a lot this week. But if you've watched any of the Steelers games recently, I know we were on Najee last week who hit, but we are going to go back to that game environment. And where is he at? Here you go. And we're going to go with George Pickens. George Pickens plus 150 over on FanDuel. Let me pull up his OccuProp radar as well. As you can see, it's a little bit kind of roller coaster-y. Let's see as it loads. To score a touchdown. So you got, well, he's plus 155 now. Sorry, but he's plus 130. So he was actually like plus like 110 or something at one point, I believe, on MGM. But then Caesar's plus 130. So plus 130 across the board now, and then plus 155 now on FanDuel. So go ahead and take George Pickens on FanDuel. But if you have watched any of these games with Russell Wilson, the red zone targets have gone up, 1, 3, 1, and 1, but also the big plays and the receiving touchdowns, 2 of his last 3 games. They are featuring George. His stock is on the up and up, and with Russell Wilson, I safely can play this one this week. The matchup is unbelievable. You've basically seen this Baltimore's defense get absolutely shredded by wide receivers this year. I think they've given up 12, if I'm right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sorry, 17 wide receiver touchdowns on the year. 17 wide receiver touchdowns on the year against Baltimore. So yeah, give me all of George Pickens. I'm going to have Williams probably in one because just of the deep play capability and Wilson being a deep ball specialist. So he might be a good guy to throw into a long shot there. But give me George Pickens. He's going to be featured for me. Plus 155 now on FanDuel is the best odds out there. All right, so we'll be here a couple more minutes. We got a little recap. We'll go over DFS as well. I already talked about the Browns being a really, really good stack. You have, let me see what Jameis ownership is. Higher than I want it to be. All my information from Occupy Fantasy's website. So it's under a paywall, but hey, it's well worth it. So Wilson's very, very high up there. This week, let's see, Winston. He's at 12%. So 12% because he's 5,500. So great play. Great low risk play, I think. Another stack, 3-0 stack, the Lions. And then, you could stack Pittsburgh against Baltimore. But and then you also have that great game environment with the Seahawks and the 49ers. So good opportunity to stack on those. But then you have some really good backs and some good game environments. Taylor, you have Josh Jacobs in great game environment. Gibbs in a good game environment. Achane, like I said. And then you got CMC, who's 30-something% owned and above at 8,300. This is if he goes off, this is the cheapest you're going to get CMC. So you're going to see probably 50, if you're playing low risk or high risk, depends on what you got. But this is the cheapest you're going to get CMC without Kittle. I think his ownership goes even higher. So if you're going to play CMC, what's up, Craig? Any more anytime touchdown plays? I will have all my parlays for anytime touchdown in the Sharp Bros Discord. So make sure there's a link below if you got want to join that. But I said Chubb, and then I also said Pickens is the show pick, but I do like Chubb. St. Brown is up there. He is a great play. That game with double digit spreads. I mean, without Laporta, I could see Jamison Williams catching one today. Or they just go run heavy and Monty gets two and Gibbs gets one and then they just run the ball. So, but I do like St. Brown. It's a good odd. He's still plus money. And Taylor, if Taylor doesn't score, it's Richardson. If Richardson doesn't score, it's Taylor. I think both of them have an elite game on the ground. I'm okay with going with Taylor as well. Dom says, what's up, buddy? Says, what's the TD lay? Like I said, it'll be in the Discord. So make sure you guys are in there. Let me get a drink real quick. But I will have about 4 or 5 touchdown parlays. Literally going to get off here, and what do they say? We're gonna go cook. We're gonna go cook. But no, Craig, thumbs up, yes sir. David Montgomery and Jameer score almost every game. They literally do. It's crazy, and probably the most profitable bet of the year has got to be Monty's first touchdown. It just feels like if there's 11 games, it's happened in 6 or 7 of them. Maybe I'm wrong, but every time I damn watch the Lions, it's a Monty first touchdown every time. And then we got take Jameer or David, Joe Mixon, Jalen Hurts. Well, Jalen already scored, so you're already right there. And then you got Derrick Henry. You're welcome. But yeah, you are right on the money with Jalen Hurts. But Derrick Henry, not bad. Obviously, he's gonna. And then Joe Mixon's been an absolute beast. So that's a good little. I would say smaller odd TD parlay. And I did say, I had some long shots. Good long shot. Mike Williams is a good long shot. Who else would be a good long shot here? I'm trying to think of someone. Oh, that's why. Whoops. Let's see. One more long shot. One more long shot. Oh God, I don't want to do it to you guys. I actually had a play for him on the screen on the stream. I was going to do it, but I don't even say it's a long shot, but a rebound. And you're playing into the whole new offensive coordinator scheme. Maybe you throw DJ Moore in. And don't get mad. But yeah, I actually had it typed out. I was going to say gut play of the day, DJ Moore over yard and plus 800. Do that to you guys. That literally just. But like I said, you do have a new coordinator, and you never know what he's going to do. My first initiative as a new offensive coordinator would say, hey, let's get our best receiver the ball. So hopefully that's what they do. Give him more screenplays where he can do yards after the catch, where he's phenomenal at. I don't know why they've never done that, but maybe they target him a little bit more. So you got DJ Moore as another long shot there. But yeah, Williams is a good one. And then Mike Williams as well. So Jamison Williams, Mike Williams. Maybe it's a good Williams long shot anytime touchdown parlay. I did forget Eagles play. Carolina, I forgot the name of it. They are on a bye. Chuba is on a bye. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'll probably score next week, but they're on a bye this week. All right. We will get up on out of here. Let's actually recap real quick. We got the Browns for anybody coming in late. Browns money line play of the day there. Then we have our 25 yards Richardson, or Drake May, Richardson, 25 plus yards, parlay, minus 109. We got our 7-point teaser, Titans, Dolphins, Lions. Been hitting those 3 in a row. Let's go for 4. Josh Allen, a little bit juice, but hey, I'll take it all day long. Over 7.5 rush attempts, minus 140. Play that I gave out to subscribers already here is TJ Hawkinson over 4 receiving yards. And Cedric Tillman over 57.5 receiving yards. And then our pick to click anytime touchdown player of the day, my man, George Pickens, plus 155 now over on FanDuel. So let me know if you guys catch this stream right before noon. Leave a comment on YouTube. I'll try to respond to you guys as quick as possible. Join the Discord. I'll have 4 to 5 different anytime touchdown parlays coming up here in the next 30 minutes. We're going to fire them off, and let's have a great Sunday. And everybody, cash your tickets, and appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you guys.